In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to create a dependent state and city dropdown in ASP.NET using Microsoft Access Database. First, I open Visual Studio and create a new web application. Project created successfully. I have added the new web form to design user interface. On this web form, I placed two drop-down lists. The first drop-down is for selecting the state, and the second drop-down is for selecting the city. The purpose of this project is simple. When the user selects the state from the first drop-down, the second drop-down should automatically display the cities that belong to the selected state. Functionality, I need to create a proper database structure. So next, I open the Microsoft Access and create a blank database named state and city info. Inside this blank database, I need to create two fresh table. First is for state and the second is for city. Inside the state table, I have created two fields as state ID and state name. State ID is used as a primary key. We need to save this table name as state. Now we need to create another table from create menu for city. Field require a city name ID and another field as state ID to refer the state table. Save this table as city. And we need to create a relationship between these two tables. You can see we have added these two tables inside the relationship chart. To refer this table, need to create a relation between city table state ID and state table state ID for the reference. Now save this relationship and again back to the Visual Studio. Now inside Solution Explorer, we need to add existing items. Microsoft Access Database, as you can see, state and city info. So Visual Studio can access the data. Now the next step is binding the bot drop-down list with our data source. We need to choose data source. As you can see, I'm selecting the new data source. Select my Access Database and click on OK. Browse the state and city info as we have imported in this inside of our Solution Explorer and click on Next. Now select the state table to display the state value in drop-down list. Click on Next and you can test query to see the state value. Click on Finish button. Now we need to specify which field value should be displaying in our drop-down list and which field value should be in as return value. I have selected state name for the display value in drop-down list. State ID as return value. Click on OK. Now for the second drop-down list, we need to choose again data source, choose new data source as Access Database and click on OK. Browse the state and city info Access DB, click on Next, select city table from drop-down and check on city name because we need to display on the city name inside our drop-down. Now to make this drop-down dependent on first drop-down, we need to click on where close and where condition state ID as column equal as operator. And instead of fixed value, I specify the control as source to specify our control ID drop-down list 1 at this condition. Click on OK, click on Next and Finish. Nothing to change yet here and click on OK. This was core logic of our bot dynamic drop-down list. Now it is important to enable AutoPostBack. The purpose of enabling AutoPostBack is to automatically send the selected value of the dropdown to as soon as the user changes the selection. Now it is time to check output. Now you can see both dropdown are displayed here. If I change value of first dropdown as H,
the values of second dropdown will be automatically changed.